Hey, what's going on, y'all? So, I had a little bit of issue with this video that I already posted. I'm new to YouTube. I had some type of copyright notification, so I had to redo it. I guess it might have been because of the music or something, or the quote, picture of the quote that I pulled up on Google website. So, redoing this video. And here we go. So this was from 2 days ago, February 25th. And it's just showing what I made Tuesday. What I made Tuesday, February 25th. Top right screen, 4.2K.
That was actually yesterday.
So I'm using the same video, but just trying to go over the audio, redo the audio for it. So, just bear with me. So I did this. It wasn't all one play. It was like multiple plays, like 3, to make this 4.2K. It wasn't just one straight lick, how I normally like it, one and done. So, had to work for this one to make over 4K. But it was nice.
Today is Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday, the 25th.
So as I'm waiting for the next screen to come in, just want to remind you this is what's possible. Learning about the stock market and learning how to invest and learning how to trade. So here we go. You have my buy order here. I bought 30 contracts. It was a put, so I thought SPY was going to go down. Top left screen there showing you the stock that I purchased for a put and the $5.95 strike price. Strike price means that's the price you think is going to reach or surpass. As you can see, I bought this at 936 on 225. So here's my sell order. So from 936 to 949 is how long I was in this trade. Same put, same strike price in the top left corner. 30 contracts. So with this particular play here, I made give or take, around $1,700-$1,800, almost 2K. So just going over the chart here, changing the candles from 5-minute to 1-minute candles. Each candle represents 1 minute, and then the next candle starts. So as you can see, I'm just drawing my vertical lines here, showing you where was my entry and where was my exit. Towards the bottom left part of the screen, you can see 1 minute, which means 1-minute candles. Trade down there, in the blue box on the left bottom of the screen if you actually traded the stock and bought the stock instead of stock options. But I trade stock options short term. So the vertical line represents where I got in, changing the color to green. I saw this move the prior day, and I recognized it today, thankfully, where it had a few green candles as soon as the market opened. It made it seem like it wanted to go up, but it was just almost like a false breakout, where it looked like it want to go up, but it doesn't, just to kind of shake you out or trick you. So Monday, when I say yesterday, I mean Monday, because this was Tuesday. I lost Monday because I got tricked on that first little 2 green candle pump within the first 5 minutes. This time I recognized it. I got in pretty much right at the top. My entry was great. And I'm circling those 2 green candles that faked me out Monday. And I'm showing you the candle that came in. The first candle after I purchased turned green, and I'm in a put, remember, so I'm thinking it's going to go down, so I don't want to see green candles. And that green candle had me thinking, like, did I make the right choice? But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes later, I got that red candle right there that I just made a box around, and I was like, okay, it's go time. So down at the bottom, I circled 1 minute, let you know that it's 1 minute candles. And now I'm zooming in to my exit and letting you know that once I was up around $1,800, I tightened up my stop loss to preserve my profit. Stop loss is if you want to preserve your profit or you want to cut out your loss and so that the loss don't get greater.
Stop the bleeding.
I don't want to lose more than this in my profit, or I don't want to, lose more than 500, or I don't want to lose more than $1,000 in profit. Once it come back against me and reach $1,000 from 1,500, for example, I don't want to lose more than 1,000. Let me keep that. So I didn't give myself much wiggle room, and I got stopped out on that small candle. But as you can see, that 13 minutes of trading, I made $1,800 off that first trade. And as you can see, the greater move is what I'm circling now, which is a lot longer and further down than what I made $1,800 on. So just imagine I would have made another $1,800 or more. It should have been that should have been almost like $12,000. That whole move, if I would have timed my exit as perfect as I did my entry,
So now I'm going to show y'all how I could have made $1,200. So as you see, I sold it at 9:49 a.m. on 225. I bought it for 94 cents, under $1. So we were in the stock chart just a minute ago. Now we're going to the option stock, the stock option chart here. So I'm going to change the candles to 1 minute, actually 5 minutes, just so we can get a more bird's eye view. And I'm showing you the strike price, $5.95. So this is the option contract that I bought for $5.95. And I sold it at $9.49. This is my contract that's showing a sell. So I'll go back to the stock option chart, different from the stock chart itself. And you can see the price of my contract going up and going down. So these are 5-minute candles. This is around where I got in. I got in at 9:36. So from there, or here, $9:35, the 25th of February, 2025. I got stopped out at 9:49, so I'm stopping on the 9:50 a.m. candle of the option price. Right here is where I got out. Look how much higher it went after I got out at 9:49. So this is why I say I could have made $12,000. Because I bought, as you saw, my contract purchase at 9:36. I bought each contract for 94 cents. And I bought $3,000 worth of contracts. So if I bought something at 94 cents and it made it to $4.82, like I just circled, see where I'm circling that? It's showing you the high that it made at that point. The top of this peak that's circled in blue. $4.82. I bought it for 94 cents. So that contract, those contracts that I purchased, instead of being worth 94 each, it would have been worth $4.82 each if I timed my exit as good as I did my entry. That's what I'm working on. That's what I'm trying to get better at. My entry and my exit. And just reading the charts and keeping my eyes on the chart and see what it's trying to do, what it's telling me, what patterns I see. It doesn't always. So yeah, this is the option chart showing you that it got to a high during that 5-minute candle of $4.82, a low of $4.29. Purchased it at 94 cents each, bought $3 worth. So if something that costs, let's just round it up, $1, even though I bought it at 96 cents, makes it to over $4, you basically make 3 times your money. So I put in $3,000, but I would have had a total worth of $12,000. So basically I would have made a $9,000 profit. Correction. By 10:35, I bought it at 9:36. So an hour, I could have made $9,000 profit if I would have timed my exit just as good as I timed my entry. That's the power of investing. That's the power of, in particular, in this example, that's the power of trading. You make your money work for you, and you invest in something. You buy it low, you sell it high, get out. And now I'm just showing you if I would have just held it until 10:35, 2 hours later, it got to a high of $5.59. That would have been 4 times my money. That would have been the $12,000 right there by 11:35 a.m. on February 25th. But I just want to remind you, when I'm in the moment in real time, over here, all of this, I don't see it. That's all white. The red, these red moving average lines, those lines, they're not there. The candles, they're not there yet. So you have to make decisions in real time using critical thinking and, patterns and just the vibe of the whole market. Right now, the market has a bad vibe because, tariffs going on and inflation coming back up according to government reports. And the market just been at all-time highs, and things can only go up so high for so long before it cool off a little bit just to go higher. And now you can see this is an ODTE option contract. So it expires in 0 days. So it expires at 4 p.m. February 25th. And as you can see, holding this until 4 p.m., it was only worth 25 cents. So you have to get in at a good entry, get out at a good exit, and don't hold ODTE contracts in particular all day. They have 1-day contracts, 2-day contracts, 1-month contracts, 1-year contracts. But for ODTE, you want to get rid of them before the end of the day. If it's above your price, your strike price of that contract, and it stays above it, you'll stay in profit by 4 p.m. But if it don't stay above that strike price and it comes back below, the stock price comes back below that strike price, then the value is just going to decrease with ODTE, same day option contracts. So the ideal move would have been this whole area that I just circled. My entry was good, and if I would have got my exit right to that support line that I have drawn down here, that red support line, that would have been ideal. That would have been a perfect trade for that day. At that point, it was worth $12,000 in profit. Here, at that red line, $9,000 in profit. But you see how it bounced up to come back down? And it actually made a pattern, a double bottom, where I just put the V shape at. And now I'm just letting you know that if I could have made a $9,000 in profit there, if you have enough trades, because if you trade in, depending on what account you trade in, you only have one trade for the day if you're doing cash, unless you're just breaking up your money into smaller trades. But if you have more than one trade, which means you have at least 25K or more in your account, you could get back in this trade and ride it up once you get out of your put. And if you time both trades properly, which is my goal to get that good, you're not only going to make 9K or 12K in profit to the downside, you can make almost that same amount going back up in a call. Call means you think the stock is going to go up. And you can do that in one day. And that's just what I could have done with my small money. Just think of the people that really control this stock market, that got, run these big companies and big corporations that got millions of dollars. They the one that control how these prices go up and down. Because money make these stock chart move, these bars move, these candles move, the price move. Just think about how much money they make. I'm just trying to ride their coattail and figure out what it is they doing. Because you don't want to bet against them because you ain't got enough money. So that's just the power of trading, man. That's my goal. That's my dream, to be able to do this every day, or even half of this every day, or almost every day, and keep my losses small and my wins big. That's my goal. That's why I do this. I do this for my family. Even my kids have an investment account that I just have an auto drive to every week. Because the thing about investing, not trading what I'm doing here, but investing for the long term. The longer you're in the stock market, the better. So kids have the advantage, and that's what I love, because I wish somebody would have did that for me. But if I get better, or just say get lucky, 12K to the downside, about 10K to the upside, because it's not quite as tall as the left side. And you could turn $3,000 into $12,000 plus $10,000. Well, let's just say 10-10 if I didn't time the bottom perfectly. Let's just say 10K on the left side, 10K on the right side. That's 20K that you could turn $3,000 into. You don't show me how to make this type of money and expect me not to like just spend my energy and time to learn this game. Because there's a method to the madness in this chart. You don't show me how to make this kind of money and expect me to be like, oh, it's above my head, I'm not smart enough, I don't understand all this stuff. No, I'm gonna figure it out. And I could do this at home in my pajamas. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. I'm willing to fail trying. You don't show me I can make this. What my ancestors couldn't do, or my grandparents couldn't do, didn't have access to, and don't expect me to get at it. Nah. Not happening. But I'm going to leave it at that.